Miles, I tell you, I'm not sure I ever expected you to have to put your Montana winter weather knowledge to use, but I'm sure glad that you have it.
I'm really glad I didn't throw away those snow boots either. I still have those on, thank goodness, because we've got some winter weather on the way. And I tell you what, the cold has already arrived. The winter weather is on the way. We've got the precipitation on the way, but the cold is already filled in across the southeast. We've got 20s and 30s as we walk out the door right now at 6:48 a.m. By 8 a.m., temperature's going to be slightly cooler by a degree or two. So a lot of us waking up to the 20s and 30s this morning. Walking out the door today, we're under a winter storm watch, meaning we are watching for possible precipitation that is wintry. So snow, ice, freezing rain, sleet, and anything in between and accumulating across South Georgia and North Florida. That would be Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday morning. During that time, travel will be difficult. So we are about 2 to 3 days out from that event, and that's going to be where preparation is going to be underway. So our preparation for the general idea of precipitation type, we know that. The timing, location, and totals. Again, general idea. And by the end of this, I can assure you that I will not be able to tell you how much is going to be right outside your window, because it is a very complicated forecast, a very dynamic forecast. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. But we do know that Tuesday through Wednesday is the best chance for our winter weather impacts. We have ice, snow, freezing rain, sleet, all that accumulating on our roadways. And I can tell you, if you got four-wheel drive, snow, okay, if you've done it before, not a problem to drive on ice. Not possible. Even if you're living in the Northeast and there's ice on roadways, it is almost impossible to drive on ice. Dangerous travel is expected with that ice accumulation. Slick roadways, of course. And then, on top of that, you think about it, freezing rain, making contact with power poles and branches. Freezing rain, frozen precipitation is so much heavier than just rain. And that's where we could see some of those areas with, especially an ice, more event would be more of a broken tree, broken branches, or broken power poles. So power outages are not out of the question just yet either. And of course, all of this plays a huge factor on the timing and when that precipitation moves in. It's going to be chilly. 6 p.m. on Tuesday, that rain will start moving in. A mix of freezing rain, kind of frozen precipitation across Tallahassee, Valdosta. More likely to see snow just north of Miller, Baker, and Mitchell County, but don't be surprised if you see snowflakes mixing in. Now, a snow event, a snow day is not likely for most of our areas. It's going to be more of a snow, wintry mix kind of feel with more ice than anything across parts of the tri-state, but snow will be more possible there. Some snowflakes mixing in with some freezing rain from Tallahassee, Valdosta, with rain mostly to our south. Again, all of this mostly looking the timing playing out from Tuesday afternoon through early Wednesday morning before all that moisture gets on out of here, leaving behind what could be more of an icy start to Wednesday. Snow and ice more likely mixing in for our tri-state, freezing rain for Tallahassee, Valdosta. Again, that rain to the south, just a better, easier way to look at it here on our precipitation type map. So overall, even when you have snow, it's gonna melt on contact with the asphalt initially and then refreeze. That's gonna be the issue with ice forming across those tri-state area roads. As far as ice falling, as far as sleet or ice pellets from freezing rain falling and contacting the surface, it's more likely from Tallahassee, Valdosta. The ice is gonna be the most impactful thing. Again, a lot of people, especially if you've done it before, maybe you have it in South Georgia or Florida. If you drive on snow, you've got four-wheel drive, you've got the things to do it on, it's not as much of a problem. It's the ice that's the issue that's under the snow or just the black ice layer. You can't drive on ice. It's just not going to happen. And the ice accumulation is going to be the biggest impact to us as far as roads go, as far as power outage potential, as far as snap power lines or trees. So that's what we're going to be watching for. Now, snowfall is possible an inch or two across the tri-state, but again, most of that snowfall stays just north of us. It's going to be a wintry mix kind of feel where we have this warm layer right in the middle of colder air up top, colder air at the surface. How deep that warm layer is going to really play a part in what type of precipitation you're going to get. And it's just so hard to forecast that. Even when in the mountains of Montana, it's just one of the most difficult things to forecast is that warm layer in between and what kind of precipitation you get. But we'll be watching that, and as the storm plays out, we'll definitely know. But I can tell you right now, the impacts are going to be the most important thing to know. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see if you get 1 or 2 inches of snow outside, but the ice, no matter what, is going to make for some tricky travel Tuesday into Wednesday. That's what we're going to be watching for, is the ice accumulation on that Tuesday night.